Here's what we're dealing with today. We have one ginkgo removal. Photos looked a lot worse. It's fairly sized, pretty nice sized ginkgo, but not the end of the world. We have this stump again cut down, ground out. That spruce and that white pine, which is the biggest hazard here. The biggest thing to worry about here is those lines. This is what we call secondaries. They do feed power. I think it's around 200 volts, so enough to kill you, so definitely got to be mindful and wary of those. Then we have our normal comm lines down here. We have some running around through here, and the big boys with the big juice up there, but we won't be anywhere near that, so we don't have to worry about that. Obvious targets are our house. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward other than the lines, but these lines we could probably get down just so they're not in the way. We'll see how it goes. On the spruce though, we do have to worry about the service drop, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. And we are going to get a lift back here for the big dead one, just because it's a little sketchier with how dead it is. It is white pine. White pine is notorious for breaking incredibly easy, so got to be careful of that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. No snap cut needed on the softwood trees. This pine is super rotted, well, very old, decayed, so I'm just gonna do a simple undercut on the branch collar, and I can pop it right off, easy peasy. Here we go. Pop it right off. Hit it! Okay, we're arguably to the hardest part. I've pretty much maxed the lift. This will go a little bit higher, but it's essentially maxed. It won't get me too much higher, or to a point where I can comfortably cut these tops and manage them. They're just going to be way too heavy for me if I cut them where I can reach. So have to do a little problem solving here. There's no way that anybody, at least any sane person, would want to climb up this high. I mean, look at all the cracks. It's very soft, dead pine. Bark's completely flaking off. This thing has been dying for a while. It's not safe to climb, in my opinion. But my idea and my thought process here is I want some sort of rigging to get this top, with as brittle as it is, to get away from our target, which is the power lines down there. So negative rigging would be a big no-go here. Just the way that if it would come crashing back down into the trunk, it would splinter into a million pieces, and chances are you'd get small trunks or something hit those lines come together and touch. They're gonna start sparking, and that could blow our transformer way out there. So in order to kind of avoid that, I feel like the best approach is setting up a rope here, running it out to that, since it's our closest tree that can help us, thankfully. And what we're gonna do essentially is create a span rig, so we can rig out these tops as big as I can reach, or as far as I can reach, I mean. And that's how we'll do them, and that way we'll be able to rig it out a little bit bigger and get it to travel away from our target, because we have plenty of room. So once we tighten the rope and it glides over, it should be in that general area over there, away from the line. So even if we get smaller pieces to break, it'll be over there where there's little to no hazard over there, or targets I should say. But that's kind of my thought process with this. So we'll probably take this out in two pieces. First, take out this front piece right here that blocks our path for the bigger piece over there, and we'll probably have to set up like a little fishing pole kind of setup for our line that's going to be tied on to here, just so we can distribute the load. Because if we do it too high and that's too much weight, it'll pull, and we don't want this to snap at any point. So we'll try to distribute that weight throughout the spar, as opposed to just a singular point at the top. Now this one I'm not too worried about. I don't think that would be too heavy. White pine isn't as heavy, but this bigger top I probably won't reach as much, so I'll have to cut it a little bit bigger, and therefore we will distribute the load throughout the spar. And we don't have to worry about the spruce over there, because that's still healthy and green and strong. So that's a good sign there. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, and we'll put it into action. Hopefully everything goes to plan. Watch out, I got some hangers. I'm gonna knock them loose. Hold on. I got some hangers. Hold on, hold on. right, this is the part that's kind of the guesswork. So we got to kind of judge the length of this limb versus that drop and the angle that we have for our span rig to make sure that it does not drop so low that it touches the wires. And that's why I'm saying it's a little bit of guesswork on your behalf, because you have to look at the length of this limb. You have to judge how much of an angle is it going to drop, and then take all those things into account, as well as when you go to take the slack out, how much is it actually going to help you keeping this limb up. So in this case, I'm looking at it with the angle we have, the length of this limb. I'm probably going to want to decrease the size of this limb. I can cut it a little bit bigger, but I'm probably going to go ahead and tie it towards the middle. That way I only have from that middle point all the way up to worry about falling that way, and I think it'll be enough distance, and we'll be able to take the slack out enough on the system in order to not touch the wires, and it should glide out freely. But that is the hope. Like I said, it is a little bit of guesswork, but I think I'm experienced enough to judge it and gauge it well enough. So we'll see how it goes. Be mindful, like, check this out. See how we're gonna raise this rope up a little bit? That distance that you travel from there up to wherever point you're tying on is gonna be distance that it drops. So right there, if we let this rope go and we were to tighten it, that's probably a good 2, almost maybe 3 feet, I would say, I would guess. So that's how much we kind of have to mitigate when we pull the slack out, because it's going to want to drop those extra 2 to 3 feet or whatever it was. So just something to be mindful of. The higher you put it on to your choked off point, that is how much it's going to want to drop. So just be careful of that. But I think we put it up high enough, and we'll be able to take out enough slack to not have to worry too much about that. We'll see how it goes. All right, go ahead and try to sweat it as best as you can. I won't need you to let this run, so just hold it tight, okay? This is gonna, we want to miss the wires here. Nice, good job. Just let that balance out real quick, and then you can lower. Tie on another rope onto that other the 1/2 inch we're using. You're not going to have enough to lower this. No, you can do like half a wrap or 1 wrap around the tree. It'll be fine. You don't need to use the quarter wrap for this one. No quarter wrap, because we're going to use 2 rows. You're going to have to tie it on the end though, the other rope. Let me do a notch before we tighten this up, okay? I can guide it over. Very nice. Go for it. Come on, man. Just let it go now. Let it go. Sound good? ¿Qué vas a hacer hoy para tu cumpleaños? ¿Ah? No hay planes. Cuando termina ahí, eso ya está. Sí, pero dele ahí primero. Sí, señor. A huevo, dijo la raza. A wiwi. Woo! Nice. Woo-hoo. Dude, look at that. It split right in half. Nice, good job. That was a lot better. There's Dougie over there, fell in the spar. He's an old feller guy, loves his felling. No rope, just wedges. Nice. Some good stuff right there. an inch, dude, by a freaking inch. Man, what a day. There we go. All three done.